Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. It's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it, because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met him in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Oh, shit, man. Come on.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts rolling to his left. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson from 8 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
19 tight. 19 tight. They're not ready for this. They still playing solid. Y'all playing wrong football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun, it's Tua. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This
He
time
dropped
they
it.
double it and pick up 6. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, that's always a... place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got his tight end.
This ain't doing nothing.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, The infamous one, the snowplow game in New England.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Edwards, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get it up past the 20, about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone...